Welcome back to the movie recap. Today's movie will be a 2019 Korean-Japanese period action film titled The Battle, Roar for Victory. So sit back, relax and enjoy the video. The movie begins in Duman River, where two Korean brothers travel with Japanese soldiers. Upon reaching the land, a soldier throws a bag of food as payment for their guidance. When the soldiers leave, the younger brother immediately runs to the bag, only to find a bomb inside. The kid then covers the bag with his body to protect his brother. Korea became a colony of the Empire of Japan in 1910. On March 1, 1919, the Koreans held a peaceful march, but the people were gunned down mercilessly. This brutal incident leads to the spread of the resistance movements. Japan formed the elite battalion to infiltrate the main base where the resistance hid as a countermeasure. The older brother, Hwang Hae-chul, is now a leader of a squad in the Korean Independence Army. Hae-chul's group reached the Duman River border and wiped out all enemies at the Japanese guard post. They also managed to capture a young Japanese soldier. The scene changes to the Imperial Japanese Army headquarters. First Lieutenant Kusanagi reports to the head of the elite battalion, Major Yasukawa Jiro, that the Koreans already start preparing to retreat to the Russian border. After hearing the report, the major orders the hunt for the independence fighters. Returning to Hae-chul's group, they are walking through the mountains with the captured young Japanese soldier when they come across some civilians. One of them tells Hae-chul that the elites are already coming, so they're evacuating from the mountains. After talking with the civilians, the group goes to the Samdunja defensive high ground. Suddenly, a man alerts them that the Imperial Army is coming to the Samdunja village. Meanwhile, Japanese soldiers are ransacking the village. Then, they round up the villagers, and Lieutenant Areosi asks the village chief for a man named Lee Jin-sung. But, instead of answering, the chief orders the villagers to run for their lives as he forces the lieutenant to shoot him in the head. When the villagers try to escape, the soldiers begin massacring them. Lieutenant Areosi is about to decapitate a young woman when a young captain named Jang Ha and his squad start taking them down one by one. The lieutenant orders retreat as they are being overwhelmed by Jang Ha's squad. Hae-chul's squad also arrives at the village and joins the battle. Hae-chul got Lieutenant Areosi within his range, but his shooting skill was so poor the enemy thought he was an idiot. Lieutenant Areosi orders his soldier to capture Hae-chul. Still, he quickly decapitates the Japanese soldier with one sword swing. The lieutenant runs away in fear. Afterward, Hae-chul's second-in-command named Byung-gu shows the young Japanese soldier what his comrades did to the innocent people in the village. Then, another captured Japanese soldier mocked the resistance by calling them savage hillbillies. Angry, Hae-chul crashes and cuts off the man's balls with his bare hand. Scared, the other soldiers reveal their mission to suppress the resistance at Mount Hwan. Then, Hae-chul discovers that Jang Ha plans to purposely lead the elites to Sankan. Hae-chul is worried, especially since Jang Ha's men are pretty inexperienced. Byung-gu butts in and says they have to deliver guns, then pass along Jin-sung's money to Shanghai. Therefore, even though they want to help Jang Ha, they must finish their mission first. Hae-chul advises Jang Ha to just run away and hide with his sister. But Jang Ha doesn't want to. So instead, he insists that if they lose the last border to the Japanese, it will be over for all of them. In a flashback, his sister, Hwa Ja, gives Jang Ha a ring from their mother that he is meant to give to his future wife. He returns the ring to his sister, saying that she will be the one to give it to his future wife. Then all of a sudden, a grenade is thrown where they are standing. Jang Ha quickly pushes Hwa Ja and covers the grenade himself, but nothing happens. Hae-chul steps out of hiding and scolds him for what he's done. Hae-chul points out that the only right thing to do is jump out of the way. Upon seeing Jang Ha's sister, Hae-chul declares that Jang Ha is his brother. Pissed, Jang Ha bashes a rock in Hae-chul's head. As the elites reach the Samdunja village, they see the bodies of the Japanese soldiers. As it turns out, the Japanese also caught an independence fighter, and they asked for a shortcut to Mount Hwan. Meanwhile, the head of the Resistance Fund Division, Lee Jin-sung, is supposed to meet with Hae-chul's group to pass on the money, but they're running late. Then all of a sudden, the Japanese soldiers fired at them. The soldiers, led by Lieutenant Kusanagi, chase after them. Luckily, Jin-sung and another fighter survive after the lieutenant stops the search. Afterward, Jin-sung finally meets with Hae-chul and Jang Ha's group. Jang Ha asks for his sister, who is said to be with Jin-sung. But the man reveals that the Japanese burned all the victims of the March 1st incident. He collected all their remains in a jar, and Hwa Ja is one of the unfortunate victims. A female independence fighter detained with Hwa Ja before gives Jang Ha a ring that his sister held until her last breath. On the other part of the mountain, Lieutenant Areosi kneels to Major Yasukawa. The head of the battalion shames Lieutenant Areosi for running away. He then orders him and his remaining soldiers to participate in the ambush the following day. In a parallel scene, it is shown the difference between the Japanese soldiers and the Korean resistance. It's easy for Japanese soldiers to kill innocent civilians as long as they will get what they want. But the Korean resistance won't kill a defenseless captured enemy soldier. Haechul decides to help Jang Ha with his mission. He says he will deliver the guns and money after the battle. Byung-gu drags him away to talk in private. Byung-gu doesn't want to face certain death by battling with the elites. But Haechul makes him realize there's no other way for them to be free than to free their country. The next day, Jin Sung continued to deliver the money to Bongo Dong. Haechul says that he will take over once the battle is finished. After planning their strategy, Jang Ha holds Hua Jia and all the victims of the March 1st incident's ash, readying himself for the incoming fight. At the elite battalion's camp, Major Yasukawa orders the rescue of the young Japanese soldier. Lieutenant Areosi suddenly shows up and begs Major Yasukawa to permit him to lead the attack. To his surprise, the major cuts off his left index finger and orders him to capture the independence fighters before the blood on his wound gets dry. Meanwhile, the captured Japanese soldier and the survivor of the village attack are traveling away from the battle with two young independence fighters. The young Japanese soldier finally introduces himself as Yukio. While resting, they seem to form a bond with each other. But their bond is cut short when the Japanese soldiers appear and corner them. The female independence fighter jumps off the falls to fight an enemy soldier. Yukio also helps them by pretending to kill Gae Dong and letting him escape. He also tells his comrades to let go of the survivor named Chun-hee, but they don't comply. Gae Dong comes rushing to the resistance to tell them what happened. But they cannot compromise the mission by saving Yukio, Chun-hee, and the other fighter. Gae Dong tries to reason with Jang Ha, but the elite battalion is already on their way to them. They aim to get to the stone grave on top of Goryeo Ridge. Not wanting to abandon the kids, Haechul decides to rescue them. While the rest will act according to the plan, Haechul's squad will follow to the stone grave. The Japanese soldiers then begin charging at them. Back in the Japanese camp, Major Yasukawa talks to Yukio while Chun-hee is on the verge of being sexually violated. Yukio bravely tells Major Yasukawa that he feels ashamed of how the Japanese treat the Koreans. However, the major didn't like Yukio's words and ordered him to commit seppuku. As Yukio plunges the katana into his body, a grenade drops into the tent. The soldiers immediately evacuate Major Yasukawa, but they are shot as soon as they leave the tent. Haechul shows up and helps Yukio. On the other tent, Gae Dong and Chun-hee attack the soldier who threatens to violate her. But they are no match for the soldier. Yukio shows up to stab the man, but he just stabs Yukio back. Fortunately, the female independence fighter finishes him off before he harms Chun-hee. Meanwhile, Haechul rescues the captured resistance member. But the man reveals to him that his capture is all according to the plan of Jang Ha. He also tells them to leave him so he can finish his mission. Haechul agrees to leave him, yet he promises that they will find a way to rescue him. After a successful rescue operation, the independence fighters immediately escape. While running, a bullet hits Chun-hee's bag, breaking the jar of ashes of their comrades. Looking at the scattered ashes on the ground, Haechul orders Byung-gu to take the kids and go ahead while taking the enemy head-on. Using his sword, Haechul butchers the Japanese soldiers. Byung-gu and the kids come across Jin Sung. Riding a horse, he accompanies Gae Dong and Chun-hee to Bongo Dong. As Byung-gu and the female fighter return to the battlefield, Byung-gu tells Yukio he is now free. More Japanese soldiers arrive, and Haechul decides to retreat after collecting most of the ashes on the ground. As they reach the Goryeo Ridge, Jang Ha gets in position on time. The resistance runs past the stone grave where a machine gun is hiding. Jang Ha then shoots every Japanese soldier on sight. Haechul's group also provides additional firepower by throwing grenades and firing at the enemies. But Lieutenant Areosi is determined to get his revenge. On the other side of the mountain, Lieutenant Kusanagi and his squad spot Jin Sung and the kids on the other side of the mountain. They start chasing them, and Jin Sung sacrifices himself so Gae Dong and Chun-hee can escape. Unfortunately, they are still spotted by Lieutenant Kusanagi and are also currently chased by Lieutenant Areosi. Luckily, Gae Dong and Chun-hee manage to escape and meet with Haechul's group. Realizing they have already lost Jin Sung, Haechul hands the ashes to Chun-hee. He then orders them to continue moving forward until they reach the commander. The Korean resistance and the Japanese army are on different sides of the mountains. When the Japanese spot Gae Dong and Chun-hee, Jang Ha runs the other way. They start firing, but no one lands a bullet on him. But when the resistance shoots back, everything is a hit. The battle of two snipers begins as Byung-gu chases after the sniper targets Jang Ha. Byung-gu manages to hit the enemy sniper, But the enemy also shoots Zhang Ha in the side of his chest. The wound slows down Zhang Ha a bit. Meanwhile, Heichul and his group witness the number of Japanese reinforcements. They are thinking of a way to rescue the captured independence fighter. A scout informs Major Yaskawa of the recent events, and he orders them to capture the resistance before they cross Russia. The captured fighter is stabbed and left to die as per Major Yaskawa's order. Heichul immediately runs to him when the enemies are gone. The man reveals Zhang Ha's true mission is to lure the elites to Sankan and hold them off as long as possible. Then, their comrades from Bongo Dong will come to eliminate the elite battalion. Realizing that Zhang Ha will die, whether the mission will be successful or not, Heichul runs after him. Upon reaching Bongo Dong, Zhang Ha throws smoke grenades. As the Japanese soldiers blindly follow him, Zhang Ha triggers an explosion. He then goes to a storage house where he stores weapons to fight the enemies. The Japanese soldiers corner and throw grenades inside the storage house. After the explosion, Zhang Ha starts to see his dead sister. When Lieutenant Kusanagi is about to execute him, Heichul and the other independence fighter arrive and kill the enemies. The others immediately attend to Zhang Ha while Heichul has a sword fight with Lieutenant Kusanagi. Their battle causes Heichul's sword, but he manages to defeat the lieutenant. As Lieutenant Kusanagi falls to his death, Lieutenant Areoshi runs away again. But it didn't take a while before Major Yaskawa's forces arrived. Upon seeing Heichul running away, Major Yaskawa orders his men to chase all of the independence fighters. The resistance struggles as the enemy showers explosives on them. They try to fight back while running, but they start running out of ammo, so they have no choice but to run. And again, another younger brother of Heichul saves him from an explosion as Zhang Ha shields Heichul from the enemy's attack. Angry, Heichul charges at the enemy while only carrying his broken sword. But Major Yaskawa was suddenly shot. It turns out that the reinforcements of the Korean Independence Army, National Association Army, Military Armed Forces, and Korean Democratic Corps began their move. They make bullets rain on the surrounding Japanese soldiers. The medical team also attends to Zhang Ha and the other wounded fighters. Major Yaskawa forbids his soldiers to retreat and threatens to kill them if they do. Then, Heichul and Major Yaskawa fight. Heichul manages to beat Major Yaskawa using the Major's own katana. However, Heichul doesn't finish him off and tells him to leave Korea with his men instead. Major Yaskawa's men immediately attend to him while other soldiers begin surrendering. Then, we see the coward Lieutenant Areoshi comes across the commander of the Korean Independence Army himself, Hong Bom-do. But, as it turns out, he's already surrounded by the resistance. Afterward, Commander Bom-do commends Heichul for what he has done. The movie ends with the Korean Independence Army scattering the ashes of the March 1st incident victims into the top of the ridge, honoring their sacrifice that ignites the heart of the resistance. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this to help the channel out. Have a nice day.